viewers, welcome to today's English class of BD24 online school. Those who are following our lectures regularly, you already know that we are discussing some masterpieces of William Shakespeare. We have discussed King Lear, Macbeth and Hamlet. In our last class, we discussed Hamlet, and now the last one which is left is Othello, one of the four basic tragedies of William Shakespeare. So let's begin the storytelling. The protagonist or the pivoted character of this play is Othello himself, who is a general of Venice. When the play begins, we learn that Iago, who is the ensign of Othello, is very much upset because Othello has selected Cassio, his lieutenant, not Iago. So he's very much angry, he's furious, and he wants to teach Othello a lesson. So he makes a heinous plot. What he does, he goes to Rodrigo, who is a nobleman of Venice, and tells him that Othello and Desdemona, they love each other and they have eloped. Iago, he knows that Rodrigo, he possesses a lust for Desdemona, so he tries to instigate Rodrigo, telling that Desdemona has eloped with Othello, and if Rodrigo helps Iago, he will help him to get Desdemona back. So obviously Rodrigo, he is very much inspired as he has lust for Desdemona. So what Iago does, he goes to Othello. After going to Othello, he tells him a lie that Desdemona's father, who is Brabantio, he knows about Othello and Desdemona, and he tells that Rodrigo is a culprit who has revealed about Othello and Desdemona. It's a lie, obviously. Then what happens? Brabantio, he is also furious as his daughter, his own daughter Desdemona has eloped. But he has no idea that Desdemona has eloped with Othello. Here also Iago, he goes to Brabantio and he tells him the truth that Desdemona has eloped with Othello. And now Brabantio, he is very much angry and he tells every nobleman of Venice that Othello, he has bewitched his daughter Desdemona because Desdemona is much better than Othello, such as the belief of Brabantio. So what happens? Cyprus is attacked by Turk force, and Othello, as he is the Moor of Venice, the general, he is called to Cyprus to defend it. So he goes to Cyprus with his lieutenant Cassio, and after going there, there was a terrible storm that held the Turk force back, and Cyprus is about to win. So when Othello and Cassio, they are in Cyprus, Iago, Rodrigo, Desdemona and her waiting woman Amelia, they go to Cyprus as well. And Amelia, she is the wife of Iago. So when they reach there, Othello is very much happy to see his beloved wife Desdemona there. But Iago is also there, and as he is the arch villain of this play, he is making plots after plots. So what he does? One day, Desdemona, out of her, maybe she doesn't remember or she has something important to do. So what she does, she accidentally, she loses her handkerchief, and this handkerchief was a gift from Othello in their honeymoon. So this handkerchief is very much important to Desdemona, very much important to Othello as well. So Desdemona, she has lost the handkerchief, and this handkerchief is found by her waiting woman Amelia. As Amelia is the wife of Iago, Iago takes the handkerchief from Amelia and he uses this handkerchief as a weapon, as a mechanism. He goes to Othello. After going to Othello, he tells him a lie. What is the lie? That Iago has found the handkerchief to Cassio. Now Othello, he can believe what he is listening because this handkerchief was a token of love from Othello to Desdemona. How can Desdemona give this handkerchief to Cassio? Now Othello is perplexed. He can believe what he is listening from Iago. So what happens? He tries to investigate the matter a bit more. Iago, he makes a plan here as well. Now Cassio, he has a mistress who is Bianca. Though she is a prostitute, a whore, still Cassio loves her so much and he assures that he will marry Bianca. But this thing is only between Cassio and Bianca. Othello has no idea about their affair. So what happens? Iago one day goes to Cassio, and Iago, he knows about Cassio and Bianca. So he talks about Cassio and Bianca in such a way, he never takes the name of Bianca, rather he takes the name in such a way that he was talking about Desdemona. And Othello, he was hiding there and he hears the conversation between Cassio and Iago, and he believes that Iago and Cassio, they're talking about Desdemona, they're not talking about Bianca. So the matter is very much clear to Othello that yes, there is something going on between Cassio and Desdemona, and he doesn't know what to do, because he loves his wife very much, and now Desdemona, she is betraying Othello. So what happens? Iago, he makes the plan more difficult, more complex. One day, he drunks Cassio in such a way that he takes in a fight. He involves himself in a fight with Rodrigo, and he ultimately loses because he was drunk, and Othello sees this situation. After seeing this situation, he discharges Cassio from his post lieutenant. So what Cassio does, he goes to Desdemona in order to take some favor from Othello. But when he was getting out from Desdemona's tent, Othello, he sees this scene, and after seeing this scene, he becomes more suspicious that yes, and he's now sure that something is going on between Cassio and Desdemona. So what he does, Othello decides he himself will kill Desdemona, and he tells Iago to kill Cassio. So in Cyprus, Gratiano and Lodovico, who are Desdemona's uncle and cousin, they reaches, and Desdemona, he was talking with them about Cassio, and Othello, he hears that Desdemona is talking about Cassio. As he was furious, he rushes there and he slaps Desdemona so hard that she falls in the ground. And after receiving this slap, Desdemona, she realizes that Othello doesn't love her anymore, and she also gets the hint that maybe Othello might even kill her. And so this happens. Now Iago, again what he does, he arranges a duel between Cassio and Rodrigo, and in that duel, Cassio fatally wounds Rodrigo, and Rodrigo, he also wounds Cassio, but the wound given by Cassio was so fatal that Rodrigo, he dies. And Othello, he is determined that as his beloved Desdemona has betrayed him, so he is going to kill his beloved wife, the one he loves more than his life. So he rushes to Desdemona with a dagger, and in that place, though he was suffering from mental trauma, yet he kills Desdemona. After killing Desdemona, Emilia, who was very much loyal to Desdemona, she reaches and she tells him the truth. She tells Othello everything, that the handkerchief was lost by Desdemona and was found by Emilia, and Emilia gave that handkerchief to Iago. So Othello, he learns everything after killing his beloved wife, that the mastermind of this evil plan was none other than Iago. What he can do, he has killed his beloved wife. Now he can take her back, he can return her back. So he rushes up to Iago and he fatally wounds Iago, and Iago also dies. So the noblemen were present at the final scene where Othello, he tells that he has committed an error in his judgment. He was rushing to a final conclusion, and in rushing to a final conclusion, he has killed his beloved wife, someone who loved her and who was very much loyal. Still, because of his misunderstanding, because of his error in judgment, he killed Desdemona. And after delivering the speech, finally he also finishes his life, and he tells every nobleman there that to remember Othello and Desdemona as they were, not as they are at present. That's how the play ends tragically. The central character, Othello, a Moor, a general who believes a liar, a culprit, an evil mastermind, Iago, and due to this false belief, he kills his beloved wife. And now, dear viewers, we have come to an end and we have discussed King Lear, Macbeth, Hamlet and Othello, the four classic masterpieces, the four most famous tragedies of William Shakespeare. So maybe in the next class, we'll come up again with some grammatical things. And that's all from literature part. Thank you for staying with us. Allah Hafiz.